everybody. Thank you for coming out to our weigh-in this afternoon. Those of you on our live stream as well, we thank you for tuning in this afternoon. This weigh-in will not take as long as it did on day 1 and 2. So we're glad there, man. That's a long day when you're out here 2.5 hours weighing fish. But we got to this point. The top 10 pro anglers and the top 10 co-anglers left this morning right at 7 o'clock. They checked in right here at 3:30. Everybody came up the hill here at Bridge Bay. We're going to do weigh our co-anglers first today, and then we're going to weigh our pros and crown a champion for both. A lot of great anglers in the field here at Lake Shasta. It's a Super Clean Showdown. Very excited. Some of the best fishermen in the country, and as well local favorites here and some folks from out of state of California. So as always shows itself here in this great fishery. We could not be here without our anglers, obviously, and special thanks to all our national sponsors. Very proud to have the sponsor list we do. I won't apologize for that. We work hard for it. These anglers do and deserve it, and the reason we pay out better than anybody in this western U.S. here in our bass tournaments here in almost the country as far as that goes. A couple sponsors here locally that mean a lot to us, as always, since we've been coming here in 2015. Phil's Propeller. You guys and folks here. Phil is with us today. Thank you for getting away, Phil. He's been staying at the shop. Let's give him a round of applause. He is partial host here. Phil has been a friend of mine personally for about 27 or 28 years. Great tournament angler himself here. Runs one of the best tackle stores in the country. So you guys are lucky to have him here for information. His crew, Andrew and all the staff there. Thank you, Phil, for supporting us here at Wild West Bass. We couldn't do it without you. We have 5 events scheduled here at Lake Shasta. We'll have 3 events. Our kayak series kicks off next weekend here as well. And then in the fall, we'll be back in October with our team championship. We'll have anglers here from Northern California and the Pacific Northwest, a new division that we're starting this year. We'll have 100 boats in that event. Will be fishing for a Bass Cat Mercury package, courtesy of Bass Cat and Mercury, obviously. We'll then come back in November with the championship right here. So we kick off the year here. We'll go back here in November. The top 75 pros and co's will fish for 2 Bass Cat Mercury packages right here. That'll be a 3-day practice and a 2-day event. And we'll cut to the top 10 and do just like we're doing here and do what we call hot seat, something a little special here. Special thanks to Tyrell over here from Mercury. Please give him a round of applause. They came out here, sent a service vehicle for our anglers. Awesome job. Thank you for being here, Tyrell. We appreciate it, sir. Thank Michelle Kilburn as well for very important here. The anglers don't plan to have problems, but they do. They spend a lot of money, and if your boat doesn't operate, obviously it's a bad deal. So Tyrell, he didn't have to work too hard this week, so that's always usually the case with the Mercury support team. So thank them for coming out as well. Also, special thanks here at Bridge Bay, our co-host as well. Always a great place. Has not always been that way. Didn't welcome fishermen. I've been coming here about 28 years, and it used to be a little tougher now. Chris, Zach, all the staff here done a great job, man. You're blessed to have this facility here, taking care of us here. We filled them up here. We'll fill them up in October when we come back for those 2 tournaments, but they've always supported us here this time of year when we come. I know it's a busy place in the summer, so we're blessed to have them support us. We are very lucky to have their support and help host this event as well. Also, our national sponsors. You see on this signage behind me here. But I do want to tell you about also Next Gen Lithium, new sponsor with us this year. Signed on board. Kevin's out here. Where you at, Kevin? Kevin's over here to the left. Got the Next Gen. Got a new battery. If you got information, you need batteries for your boat or RV, you need to go see him. Lithium product. He can tell you everything you want to know. Thank you for being on board. He also fished this event this week as well. A1 Tactical, Excel Marketing, Bass Cat Boats, Bridgeford Outdoors, Dish Network, Fisherman's Warehouse, Garmin, Mercury Marine, Navionics, Power Pole, Price Sims Ford, Duo International, Hook Performance Fishing, P-Line, Signature Gates and Welding Systems, Torch Eyewear, Wood Brothers Flooring, AccuCull, Ben Green Insurance, Bob's Machine Shop, Super Clean, Valley Outdoors, and Woo Tungsten. Our trophy sponsors this year will be Anglers Marine, Bass Union Limit Out, and Signature Gate Systems as well, providing our trophies for our anglers. The local Bass Cat dealer here, providing support is Boat Masters and CNC Marine. Both of them had anglers fishing our event this week, so very glad to have their support as well. Special note, too, I want to thank everybody for coming out here. We're going to start a weigh-in. We started with 171 boats. Biggest Pro-Am field we've had. We had a full field of co-anglers at 150. Today we're down to the top 10. 25 grand on the pro side, 8,000 for the co-angler. One of these co-anglers here will win 8,000, plus $1,000 big fish money for the pro, and 500 for the co-angler. Those were only on the first 2 days. Does not count today. We don't do a big fish today. These anglers could weigh 5 bass each day. They bring us a limit, all alive, no penalty if they're dead. Penalized 0.25 if they're late to check in. It's 1 pound per minute, up to 15 minutes. Everybody safe and sound. No penalties on that as far as check-in goes, so we're good there. No problem today. I want to thank our Wild West Bass staff for supporting us here. It takes about 10 or 11 people to run every event. You see our release boat to my left. We're very proud of that. That's an expensive thing to haul up and down the road, but our fisheries are worth it, so we make sure we take time to do that. Travis, you ready to get some folks up here? The first angler I'm going to call up on the co-angler side is our leader, Mr. Rodney Brown. Let's give him a round of applause, and we'll get him up here. We're going to talk just a little bit, Rodney. Rodney also had the big fish in this event. Rodney, I've got a plaque here. When you weigh last, I've got a plaque for you for that. Man, a beautiful 491 spotted bass.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Tell these folks here now it's over, 3 days, how you caught all your fish, man, what you did different than everybody else.
So I drew Hayden Lee the first day, caught 5 fish, slow baits, had, I think, 7, 8 something. And then yesterday I had a day that was incredible. By 9:30 I had almost 14 pounds in the boat. I caught the 491 first thing in the morning on a Fatty Z. And then about 20 minutes later, my partner Mark Mello got hung up and he started moving and I felt a bite, and that was the 3 pound 6 ounce fish. And as I bring it up to the boat, my rod broke and the fish just laid there while he's getting the net. I was very lucky. It's crazy. And then I got the 260. So, but mostly just TRD, the 4-inch, the big TRD, and the Fatty Z. That's what I threw the whole tournament.
I'm sure they were all bought at Phil's Propellers.
Of course. Oh, and I want to thank Phil for having the TRDs because I ran out. So thank you so much, Phil, for always having the product that us fishermen need. Also, I'd like to thank Timothy Vankus. He's my team partner. I've known him for 30-some years. I wouldn't be here without him. We work together and help learn these different waters. Thank you, guys.
Let me get a picture of this right here before we get rolling. While you got this plaque, you'll stand right here in the middle and show that off here. Karen will get a picture of that. We might get excited here in a little bit, man, if we're going to add a victory to that. That's $500. Gotcha. I don't want to get you another trophy. I got the wrong one. We've stacked them down here on top of each other. My fault on that.
You need a big fish?
Yes, sir. There it is right there. Yes, sir. Awesome. A little better there. Let's try the right one this time. You didn't want that second place one anyway, plaque. Yes, sir. I'll hold this for you till you get done. Rodney, right there, my friend. Sit there till somebody knocks him off, and then he's going to be the last angler to weigh. We'll know what he needs to win the event or finish in another position. Travis, you ready? Let's weigh some fish there. First angler up to the scales, 10th place angler. Had 1593. Mr. Clarence Morla. Come on up, Clarence. Grab a couple there, Clarence. Clarence fishing for Jackson Rancheria. Those guys support us every event we have. Got a pretty small mouth in there, spotted bass. Couldn't catch a large mouth today, Clarence. Four fish total? Clarence, what do we need to take the lead, by the way? We just need 596. Just a little short, man. Lucky. 515, Clarence. 515. I'm going to give you this microphone. You got anybody you want to thank here, sir?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Jackson Rancheria for supporting me. All my fishing brothers, John, Earl, Derek, Trey, everybody that stuck around. thank fishing hour for my dad. He passed away in November, so that's why I joined back on the cruise. So glad to be out here.
We're glad to have you, man. Sorry about that deal. I mean, you got a huge bunch for Jackson. Those guys all support, all stay together when they hit the road. We always know where they're staying, every hotel we got, and they remember you guys when you're there. So I know you have a good time. Man, I appreciate you here. Didn't get quite enough to win today, but still going to go home with a good check. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. Clarence Morris. Thank you, Clarence. All righty. 9th place angler next. Mr. John Myers had 1594. John is also accomplished angler. He's our Super Clean angler, by the way, sponsored by Super Clean here at the Super Clean Showdown. He's also fishes our kayak tour. One of the best kayak anglers in the country. Step real close out there. Close as you can. There you go. We got 5 today?
We got 3 alive.
3 alive. Mr. Myers, let's see what we have here, sir. Weight today will be, what do we need to take the lead? I believe we got a new leader. Let me go double check that, man. I hit that at the wrong time. I had to make sure. 595? I believe you're going to take the lead. Let's try that one more time. 664, everybody. New leader, sir. 664. You can go back in line, sir, for right now. John, I'm going to give you a stand right here in the middle. I'm going to give you this microphone here while I hand you fish off. Tell everybody about your week, sir.
Thank you, Randy. First of all, I'd like to thank Wild West, Super Clean. I took on Lunker Daddy. They make hand-poured worms. I caught the last 2 days, except for today, I caught every one of my fish on a tube. The last stop yesterday, we pulled up to a point. I called a fish 3 1/100ths of a pound. I made it in here by 2 1/100ths of a pound. So that one fish at the very end got me right here. And that was my goal, to make the top 10. So Ryan Cook Fishing, if you're ever in the Motherlode Lakes and you want a great guide, he's a party. This guy is an awesome guy. Go there, contact Ryan Cook, and you'll have a blast on the Motherlode Lakes. The Bass Report. If you like to, everybody's got to drive a long way, so if you like to listen to podcasts, you need to listen to the Bass Report. Matter of fact, yesterday, Jody Skim is going to be on the podcast, and I drew him yesterday. Great guy. First day I drew John Mays from C&C Marine. If you want to buy a boat, go buy C&C Marine. It's a great place. Stage Shop in Atwater and in Mariposa. Go there, bring a fat wallet because you're going to need it. They have everything. They have pew-pew guns. They have state-of-the-art gun range, and they have all kinds of fishing tackle. But most of all, Super Clean. Go to Walmart, go to Lowe's. This stuff works. Spray it on, hose it off. It's that easy. Thank you.
John, I got a question for you.
Yes,
You're
sir.
fishing a bass boat today.
Yes, sir.
Next weekend's our kayak event. I know you'll probably be here, I'm sure.
Yes, sir.
Tell these folks why you're kayaking well and going a bass boat, man. Some people may think
Okay.
it's not for them.
So, 1986, I started in a, let's call them a glitter rocket. That's what the kayak guys call it, okay? Now, a buddy of mine decided, he goes, hey, you want to fish a kayak tournament? I don't know. He goes, well, I have a kayak. Try it out. Steve Melander. He got me into kayaking. It's the greatest. It's you against the fish. When you catch a fish, a good one, it tows you around in the kayak. Even these little spotted bass, it's a ton of fun. Going from a glitter rocket to a 5-gallon bucket, that's what I call them, but it's really is a kayak, is very challenging. You literally have to fish what's in front of you. Wild West last year decided to do a kayak trail, or 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago. So the kayak guys out there on the deciding if you want to go in the pointy end of a boat, start as an amateur on these pro-ams. You're going to learn so fast. These guys are good. Joe, today, he taught me something I never would even thought of. I caught 2 giants today and 1 small one. We worked hard all day. And that's what it's about, the learning curve. And, hey, I appreciate everybody coming out. Randy, thank you.
John Myers, your new leader, sir. Great job this week, sir. We'll see how it stacks up. Very tight when you come to Lake Shasta with the weight Rodney had the lead with 21.88, and go to 10th place, like I said, was 15.93. That's a big gap, but we had about 15 anglers within a pound to make the top 10, to let you know how the weights are. So just a drop of water here. We use hundredths. Enough said. Next angler. Good deal. Mr. Eric Parr coming up. Eric had 15.97. Got a limit? 4. Eric. A little tough fishing today, man. Beautiful weather. Fish don't bite sometimes good. There's a great angler here. We're going to get a picture of Eric. We'll find it. What do you need to take the lead, Stick? 662 for 4 fish. Eric, let's see what we have, sir. I believe we got a new leader. 651, just a little short, sir. 651. I'm going to hand you fish off, sir, if you want this microphone. Tell everybody about your experience this week, if you will.
What a great experience. I broke my back September 11th, and little emotional for me. I'm here today. Didn't die in the rollover accident. Back on the water. I had 3 amazing days. To quote the great Travis Tritt, what a great day to be alive.
Amen.
Look at this. 3 awesome days, 3 awesome anglers.
Amen to that.
Cody Meyer today. What a cool class act. Super cool dude. Awesome touring angler. Took the time to show me certain things. Was really cool. Really appreciate him. Randy Pearson yesterday. Another angler out on tour. Awesome guy. Super awesome guy. Robert Coultier treated me really good. So it was nice to be back out on the water. I appreciate it. My wife, who supports me, love you so much.
Eric, glad to have you here, my friend, man. Did not know about you. It's good. I'll take that from you. Didn't know about your accident, sir. Glad to know it now, though, when you're back here fishing. Still in the lead. Another one down. All right. Next up, Mr. Thaddeus Vinson. Thaddeus had 16.9 coming in. We have 5 today. We got a limit. Usually limits are no problem at Shasta, but today we've seen that that's not the case. Right in the middle there, remember? Thank you, Thaddeus. By the way, that's a smallmouth in his left hand. That's a spotted bass in his right. Those of you didn't know, a lot of smallmouth here. No big ones that I've seen lately. But what do we need to take the lead? That is 569. But Mr. Myers out. I believe you got that, sir. Got a new leader, 755, sir. 755. Nice job. That is, stand right here in the middle. I'm going to give you this microphone. Tell us about your 3 days, sir.
First 2 days were a lot different than I'm used to. It was like I wasn't even fishing Shasta. I think I caught 6 fish each day, and usually you can come here and catch 25, 30. Third day I fished with the Wizard. He's right back there with the gray shirt. It's an awesome day. I was using Cinco's, Kitech, and a Randall Doyle special. I'm not allowed to tell you what that is. I would like to thank Mike Konadakis, because he's probably the only one of my friends watching, and Colby Pearson. He's my tournament partner, and he's the one who taught me how to fish here. In the past 3 tournaments, I've made the final cut, all because of him. So thanks, buddy. And that's it.
All you got?
Yep.
Well, you're in the lead right now, Thaddeus. Let's give him another round of applause. New leader. We'll see how long that lasts, sir. 30 seconds. Next gentleman up the scales, Mr. Roy Desmangles. Roy had 17.4. Now, I will tell you, we just heard about a kayak a while ago. Roy, I will tell you, is one of the best co-anglers in the country, one of the best fishermen. Roy just likes to fish out of the back of the boat. He works a bunch, so he's very content fishing out of the back of the boat. Loves that, a lot of less stress. Didn't have to get a boat ready. And a great man, won a lot of money over the years. And a very good man, and he does have a limit. What weight do we need? Roy, we need 706, sir, to knock him off the hot seat over here, Thaddeus. That was quick. Roy, 917, new leader. Let's give him a round of applause. 917. I'm going to give you this microphone, sir. Tell us about your 3 days and tell these folks about the co-angler experience, man. I know, like I said, you're happy with it, sir.
Well, if anybody's thinking about getting into the tournaments, a trail like this is a great trail to begin. My first day I got a chance to fish with Jody White. He's got a house up here, a very nice house. Sometimes he lets me and my team partner stay there. Good guy to fish with. And then a couple years ago, a young man came out here and showed everybody how to catch really, really big fish on a big piece of meat. We call it a big swim bait. Alex Niapas, fine dude, fine fisherman. He showed everybody how to throw a big bait. And then today, I get a chance to fish with the king of Shasta, Jeff Michaels. Had an outstanding day. We've been talking for 15 years about fishing together, so today we finally did it. And so I want to thank all my pros. That's the reason why I'm here. So anybody that's thinking about getting in the game, whether you're here with us, and thank everybody for coming, by the way. It makes us feel special. We're athletes, and when you come out and do this for us, everybody from Anderson, Reading, and all the surrounding areas, we appreciate it. But if you really want to come out here and try this, just do it. All you got to do is contact the organization. They have a wonderful website. You can call, you can text them, you can email them, and then they'll show you how to get in. You can come out and fish with the greatest fishermen in the country, and I mean the greatest fishermen in the country.
I would agree.
Out west, and they'll treat you right all day long. So I'm glad to be here. My wife never gives me a hard time. She lets me go fishing whenever I want, and sometimes she tells me, "Get out of here, go fishing, please." And she's my #1 sponsor. So thank you for allowing me to come out here and being so kind. And my son, Little Royal, Dad will be home tonight. And I have one funny story. I have a tremendous team partner, Phil Garcia, back there. And when we came up here, we've been doing pretty good in the Phil's tournaments and some of the other tournaments that are sponsored. And with some of our friends at the hotel and around town have been calling, giving him a hard time, thinking I'm carrying him. And so that's not true. And to show it off, Phil was all geeked up, went out there on the first day and came back leading. And so I just want everybody to know Phil's a tremendous fisherman. He's my team partner. He doesn't need me. I need him. All right. So thank you for allowing me to have a couple chances to say a few things.
Roy, let's give him another round of applause. Great job. Grab that hot seat over here, sir, see how long we can stay there. Great angler there, great man as well. Glad to have him supporting us. Wild West Bass, thank you for those kind words. All right, 5 more anglers left away. Next up, Mr. Nathan Bromley. 17-8 coming in. How many we have, Travis? We have a limit. Oh, alive, good deal. No, that was right in the middle, man. Step real close. They make your fish look bigger, too, if you get close. All spotted bass? What kind of weight do we need? And it's going to be tough here, Nathan. Need 8, 78 to take the lead. Nathan? Got a new leader. How about 941, sir? 941, man. Congratulations. Let me grab your fish here. I'm going to give you this microphone, man. I want you to tell everybody about your experience and who you fished with the last 3 days.
Yeah, I had a great 3 days with 3 great pros. Bo Jodry, I fished with him the first day. He put me on fish. We figured some stuff out. Caught a big one in the morning with him, and he was awesome to me. Second day I fished with Scott Stanfield, and he put me on fish too. That was he put me on fish, and he wasn't necessarily in the tournament, but he stuck with it and he kept me fishing all day, and I'm extremely grateful for that to get me here. And then today I fished with Nick Wood, and he came in leading, right? He was leading. Yeah, he came in leading, and that was a fun day. We caught him good today, so it was fun.
Anybody want to thank?
Oh, I want to thank my family and friends back home, all the people watching. I want to thank, that's about it, actually. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys.
Took the lead in hot seat, Nathan. Great job, young man. And there were 4. Next up, this angler had 18.06 after 2 days. Jamie Efesimo. Got a fan club out here. You brought them all out here, man. That's what it's about. Right in the middle there, Jamie. Step all the way forward there if you can. There you go. What kind of weight do we need? We got a limit? 4, one shy. Needed that one fish. We need 9 and some change to take the lead. Jamie, come on over here, my friend. Not going to have it today, but great tournament nonetheless. 6-0-2, sir. 6-0-2. Man, if you'd have caught that, did you lose a 4-pounder today?
I had that fifth fish on a few times, but just couldn't get it to go. It was a great experience. Day one, I got to fish with Cody Meyer. Something you just learn so much from that guy. Great dude. Colby Pearson, day 2, another great guy. Lots of fish. Today, fished with Keegan. A lot of fun. Just couldn't get that fish to stick. I'd like to thank wife, kids, family, everyone for making the trek up here today. And that's it. Thanks, Wild West, too.
Jamie, thank you, buddy. Great job this week nonetheless, sir. Good to have you, fan club. All right, 3 anglers left. This angler here, one of the last anglers left to come out and fish, had 19-13 after 2 days. Fishes the pro side a lot, but probably had a little special sponsorship. We got 5. Five, by the way. 1 deceased, by the way. So what weight will show up here is 0.25. Yes, I did, man. I'm sorry, man. Hold on just a second before we weigh him. What do we need? Stick? We need 809. Hold on just a second. Let me get the water out, man. There's too much. 809 to take the lead, correct? Which means we're going to need 835 probably with the penalty. So let's see what we have, sir. Jay? Close, but I believe you got it. How about 863, sir? 863, Jay, new leader. Jay, I'm going to give you this microphone. Stand right here in the middle. Tell everybody about, I know you got some support to get in here last minute.
Yes, we did. We got some support from Phil's Propeller. Thanks, Phil, for getting my tournament entry fee on this one, and I'll continue to work hard for you, sir. Yeah, I had also fished with the Wizard, Glenn Lockhart, on the first day. Got me my big limit, 11 pounds on the first day, and he is the Wizard. In fact, Randall Doyle and I are going to buy him a sorcerer stick, and he swears he's going to leave it in the boat and fish with it. So there's a long story to that. Greg Gutierrez, today, thank you very much. Got a good limit, and Don Gage I was with yesterday.
Good man, good man.
Thanks to Mercury Pro Team and Ranger Boats, Anglers Marine, and my family that got me into this. I think you should be sponsoring me because this is expensive.
It is that, isn't it? Man, good to have sponsors.
Thanks to Wild West also.
Jay, grab a seat in the hot seat, my friend. We'll probably see you back up here. I got that for you. What? 2 anglers left to weigh. 2 anglers left to weigh. And I apologize, I butcher his name probably, but I am from the South, live in Florida. Sue Sartain, 1986 after 2 days. Sue, grab a couple of these. Sue, how many's in that bag? 5? We do have a limit. Good and alive, too, I can tell. Some more smallmouth. Man, we have seen a lot of smallmouth weight this week. Hope that's a good thing. What kind of weight do we need back there, Wizard and back? 776? 766 to take the lead. What do you think, Sue? You got it? Hold on just a minute. Let me see. You think you got it?
Pretty close. Pretty close.
Real close?
Maybe I got it a little bit. But.
A little bit to spare. 766 is what we're looking for. Let's see if we have a new leader for Sue. I believe we do. New leader, 905, Sue, 905. I'm going to hand you fish off, sir. Here's a microphone. Stand right here in the middle and talk to these folks at home and tell them how you caught your fish all week.
All right, first day I was lucky enough to get drawn with a man, Jeff Michaels. I caught a 435 right behind him on a floating fly. And then after that, the rest was all on 3.8 High-Techs, pearl white and blue something.
What did Jeff say when you caught that 4-pounder?
Let it go. No, no, he was cheering me on, and he's a great guy.
Awesome.
He's a great guy.
Awesome.
Second day, I fished with Derek from Jackson Rancheria. Derek, I don't know his last name. But yeah, we had a good day. We bounced around a lot of spots. We didn't catch any big ones, but we caught a lot of fish. We had fun. And then today, I fished with Mark Gomez. First thing in the morning, first 30 minutes, we got limit, both of us. And then after that, next hour, his trolling motor started having issues, and the cable broke, and then he had to handheld it, doing this way, that way, and then we just bounced around some spots so that the wind drift us. And I caught all the fish on some Kitex today, some Ned rig, and that's about it.
Did you lose any today? Any big fish?
I don't think I lost any big fish. Everything was pretty good.
Feel pretty good? One more angler left away?
We'll see.
Pronounce your last name for me, because I apologize. I've been butchering it all week.
Sue Saturn.
It's Saturn.
Yes.
Sue Saturn. I got it. Let's give him a round of applause. New leader right now, Sue.
I want to thank all my pros.
Go ahead. Yes, sir.
I want to thank all my pros. I want to thank Roger Vu with Tug Life, always hooking me up with fresh gear, keep me warm during winter. And Wild West, Phil's Propeller, everybody else. Thank you.
Sue, great job, sir. One man left away. All right, all right. We talked just a little bit a while ago. As soon as we get done weighing this gentleman here, we want the top 3 co-anglers. We'll tell you who that it is for a quick picture, and then we'll get our pros start heading this way. Next up, again, Mr. Rodney Brown. Again, had a $491 big fish the first 2 days. That's a $500 check. So anything on top of that will be plus. He's fishing for $8,000 here again. We got 5. What kind of weight do we need to take the lead? We need 704 to win. Hold on just a second, man. You're too fast with that. You can. Yes, sir. Here you go.
I want to thank Luke Johns for taking me out there today. He's a great young man, great fisherman, taught me a lot. And I want to thank my lovely wife and daughter that support me and put up with my fishing. I love you. Thank you.
704 is what we want, correct? So come on up here, sir. Let's look at these scales here. I'm gonna put this in my hand. What was that weight again? 704 to win, everybody. It's tired. Wait a minute. Let me think. Hold on a minute. 704 to crown a champion. Who will it be? We got 5. 704 to take a lead. We got a winner here. 821, Rodney Brown, sir. Rodney Brown. Good job, Sue. Great job, sir. Awesome job. You're champion here. Super Clean Showdown. On the co-angler side, a great angler. Hold that above your head for me real quick, man. Yes, sir. Just hold it above your head. We'll get another photo. 30.09 after 3 days. 3 days. 30. That's good, Rodney. Awesome job, sir. Rodney, I'm going to give you this microphone here. You got anything else to say, sir? I'm going to give you this plaque as well. So you can put both of them. You want one, Karen? Both of them? With a big fish there. Running out of hands, Rodney. Rodney, there's a microphone if you want to say anything else, my friend, before you step down.
Well, I just want to thank Wild West for having the best circuit out here on the West. They do a great job. Been fishing them since they started. I think with Gary Dobbins was the first to start it. All the help, everybody that helps with the weigh-ins and everything, you guys do a great job. And I just want to thank my family again for all their support, and Randy and Steve and all the work that you guys do. Thank you very much.
Rodney, stay right here. You're champion here at the Super Clean Showdown. Needs second and third. Who was second place? Sue, need to come up, please. Second place. 28.91. And third place? Jay Gooderding at third. 27.51. Let's get a picture here. How you want them? You want them to step down? Thank you, man. Yes, sir. Our top three here. Let's give them another round of applause, folks. Great job. Get some pictures, and then we'll start on our pros to weigh. Yes, sir. Get out of the way. Great job, gentlemen. Thank you again. Appreciate your support. You ready, bud? Now we're on to our top 10 on the pro side. Coming into today, Mr. Nick Wood was leading with 24.12. Cody Meyer, 22.99. Philip Garcia, 22.49. Jeff Michaels, 21.94. Mark Gomez, 21.39. Joe Uribe Jr., 21.16. Glenn Lockhart, 20.72. Mr. Keegan Graves, by the way, had 20.51, eighth place, but he had the prettiest fish I've seen in about 10 years, a 6.23 spotted bass. It was gorgeous. Picture is on our website in the Facebook pages. Mr. Luke Johns, our reigning angler of the year on the Pro-Am Series, and Greg Gutierrez, by the way. We run the Apex Tour as well. I believe we had top five. We had 5 of the anglers in the top 10 yesterday. We got 4 today, I believe, fishing. Awesome job, guys. Right before we get started, I'm going to call Mr. Nick Wood, our leader, up here. We're going to talk just a little bit. Nick has been due, I can tell you that. He's had not been able to put 3 days in a row together, but he's done 2. Standing right here in the middle, Nick. But tell me about it. You felt good? We talked this morning about going out.
The area that I'm fishing, there's a lot of quality in there. It's just getting bit is the hard part. You just really got to slow down, and you're getting. Yesterday it was pretty good. I got quite a few bites, but today it was super tough. The pressure from the fishing and the weekend anglers and stuff it's really put made it tough to get bit in there. So we'll see how the chips fall, but it's it's a grind out there. It's tough fishing, but I also want to thank my wife, my kids. Love you guys, and also I want to thank Ranger Boats. I got on with them this year, and it's been great. And I really appreciate that, and also Redding Yamaha Sea-Doos changed ownership. It's now Cal Custom, and they're a big support for me. They're a local boat dealer here, and if anybody's interested in looking at a new boat, I suggest talking to them. They got Rangers, Vexus, whatever you guys want, and I'm running the 520R. If anybody wants to go out and ride around and check it out, we can schedule it. We can go out and buzz around and let you drive it. So also I want to thank Greg. Today he stayed and waited for me to make sure that I got in safe, and I appreciate it. So.
How many keepers did you catch every day, Nick? I know today was a little different weather than we had the first 2 days, correct?
First day was a little bit. I probably had 12 keepers the first day. Yesterday was phenomenal. I probably could have cast between my legs backwards and still caught a fish. It was awesome. Today it was tougher. But I think yesterday I had close to 40 keepers. I threw back probably 11 pounds yesterday, which I was a little concerned I might have beat my area up. I think I did. I know I did, because it was a lot harder to get bit in there. But I think the bait moved out of the area that I was fishing in. So
let these folks know how you caught them. It's over now, man. We got 3 days, but give them a tip if they come to Lake Shasta here.
Well, I give him a tip, but my team partner Justin might stomp on my foot. No, we're just throwing Kitech. I think everybody that did get in the tournament probably was throwing some sort of Kitech. Just I started out the first day with a 3/16 head. The fish were a little higher, and I was able to catch them suspended. And then yesterday I went to a heavier head. I went to a 1/2 ounce later in the day, so the fish weren't reacting to it as well the second day with that lighter head. So I went to a heavier head, and I was throwing it like in 40 feet of water, and I was just kicking the bottom, and they were eating it. And today I got some bites doing that, but they moved out a little bit. So it like I said, it was a lot harder today to get bit. I had to drag Kitechs and key areas, little rock rims and stuff that came out. I would just drag around on that, and that's how I'd get my fish to react today. So it was definitely every day was different. I was changing things up. but I knew the area. Jeff, Cody, Greg, we were all, Glenn, we were all up there fishing, and we're way up the McLeod. If anybody wants to go up there and fish, there's a bunch of fish up there. So, but yeah, the guy, you get up there and you dedicate your time to the first day up there, not knowing how it's going to turn out, and you end up having a good bag, and then, man, it just I know everyone's competitive, but you get up there the next day and it's just a zoo. So that hurts it was tough on the fishing. So,
especially when the lake's the size it is right now.
Exactly, it's fishing small, so it's you just got to bear down and keep dragging and hopefully get the right bites.
Ready to see some fish, Wade?
Absolutely.
Let's give him another round of applause. Nick Wood right now, our leader, and holding down the hot seat. Got a list of, like I said, who's who, not just on Lake Shasta, but in the country as well here. Our first angler needs no introduction here. Most of you do know him. Had 1924. Mr. Greg Gutierrez here. Won everything across the country. Greg, we're going to get, I bet Greg's got 5. Greg's been holding back, sandbagging a little bit. We've been waiting for him to bust out, but I bet he didn't today. Right in the middle, Greg. There you go, sir. I will not make any jokes if you need something to stand on, man. I will not do that. But you're one of my best buddies, my friend. Get that towel at all. But
they're already back there cutting it up anyway. It's all good.
Good to have friends, sir. I know we'll talk. Let me weigh you fish. I know you got a lot to say. What do we need to take the lead? 489. Man, what you going to bump him? Greg going to go 777s. That's 3777, Greg. Here's the microphone. Stand in the middle. I know you got a lot to say.
Yeah, it was a grind. The fish has been fishing, or the lake has been fishing kind of funny. It's been interesting. I found some fish. Me and my partner, traveling partner Kevin Aday, went out, and I found a really neat bite throwing a swim jig. I put together this little fancy little thing, and I went out and I was throwing a swim jig, just kind of bouncing it off the points and triggering these fish to react to them. And I was catching some decent fish with that. So that was what I really planned on. I had a couple of other places that I could go and just catch fish. So I had, in my back pocket, I had a limit of fish. I wasn't afraid of that. I just wanted to try and catch big fish in the morning. Day one was good. It was a good day. I only lost a few fish that really would have helped, but it was good. And day two, company, lots of company. So I kind of scrambled around. I caught some fish throwing a nail and a flirt worm and a finesse worms. And then
Who makes that nail? Do you know?
Frenzy Baits does. Frenzy Baits.
Who owns Frenzy Baits?
This real tall guy.
I thought so. I thought so. Didn't mean to interrupt you,
no,
sir.
I do. I own Frenzy Baits, but I did not build that company. It was built by a good friend of mine, Ryan Hobenak, and he's an awesome college angler. And anyhow, him and I had collaborated, and I ended up with the company, and so here we go. But yeah, it's a great product. If you guys aren't throwing it, I know that I preach about it quite a bit. But it's not a fish story. It catches fish, and it catches fish everywhere. I've caught 13-pounders to you name it. I've really caught a lot of fish on that. But just wanted to say thanks to Wild West Bass. You guys are just killing it. You're giving us a place to fish. It's a quality tournament circuit at an affordable price, and we love it. It's awesome. We appreciate it. Also, I got to thank Bass Cat Boats for kicking in and helping.
You know, if you would have been running Bass Cat a long time now, you'd be about 7 foot tall. But now you've been in other stuff, and you're
I know.
Now your back's going to feel better.
I still own my 1997 Bass Cat that I won here on Shasta. It's the first boat I ever won. But I have not been running that. It does not have the range. But the new one, the new Puma STS, is going to have a lot of range. So I'm waiting for that a couple of weeks for the new Bass Cat. And then Mercury Marine, obviously, they are the bomb out here. They just cover water. I ran the wheel off my Merc. It was awesome. Lowrance, it's the fish finder for me. It works. I'm loving it. My equipment is what I love. I did catch some fish on a finesse rod that I designed. It's called the G2 Ultra Finesse. Phil's has them. I'm pretty sure Phil's has. If they don't, they probably sold out of them after this tournament. But really, really awesome products. Gamma Line, Frenzy Baits, Duo Realis, Woo Tungsten, Gamma Fishing, BioInno batteries have just been killer for me for what I do with them. And I just want to thank all those folks that have supported me and all you guys for coming out and visiting. I appreciate it. Especially my wife. She's probably sitting at home watching this thing.
You know she is, man.
I know she is, but thanks, baby doll. I love you. And that's it. I wish I had more to tell you, like 29 pounds, but I'm good with 777s until Luke gets here.
That's good luck, buddy. Greg Gutierrez, everybody. Great job, sir, as always. Always great support of us here. You can stand up if you want. Next up, Mr. Luke Johns, reigning Angler of the Year of the Pro-Am Series, 1959, coming into today. You're going to be 4 and what to take the lead? 7:43 to take the lead is what we need. We have 5. Mr. Luke, I believe you are going to be new leader here. How about 9:30? 9:35, Luke, new leader. 9:35, sir. I know you got a few things to say. First of all,
yes,
let me give our best out to your father.
Oh,
I know on that
you.
deal. By the
Thank
way,
you, yeah.
Luke's folks are always here and supporting him here, and we missed him today.
Yeah.
Right in the middle there, Luke.
Yeah. My mom got to come up, so I got to thank her for coming out. Yeah. They are my biggest supporters, my parents, my family. I know my brother and dad are probably back home watching, so hi to you guys. I'll be home tonight. But I got to thank some people first. Buck and Bass, they've been a great supporter of me, and they make the best rain suit on the planet. And I know it didn't rain this week, but it's been cold out here, and I was running over from the dam each morning at every single lake I've gone to. I say it every time, but it's just because it works. And, I caught some fish on that this week. Some on the Yamamoto Cowboy, just dragging that thing like a football head jig. And then caught some fish on a Kitech and a few on a float and fly today. But, man, did the fishing get tough. I mean, it was a grind today. I had one area that was absolutely loaded all throughout the whole week, and there were a ton of boats in there the last 2 days. I think there were 8 or 10 boats within 200 yards of each other, so it was packed. So I figured today I was going to go in and smash on them, but they didn't show up for me. But I managed to scrap out 9, so I can't complain, and solid points and a lot better than Lake Mojave, so I cannot complain about that. So thank you, everybody, for coming out, and thank you to Wild West for putting on a great show. You guys do it the best.
Couple things. Tell these folks here, man, you excited? You started right. You trying to go for 2 in a row for Angler of the Year. You feel pretty confident in that. And also, he does have a real job because fishing takes a while to get going.
Yeah.
But tell these folks about where you work too, Luke.
Yeah. But like you said, definitely excited with how this first tournament started off for AOI points. Hopefully I can repeat again, but, I mean, there are some hammers that fish this series, so it's going to be tough. But, yeah, Fisherman's Warehouse is where I work now. It's an awesome company. We also do wholesale to tackle shops, so if you're a tackle shop in the Northern California area and you're looking, for a tackle distribution center, come to us and we'll get you hooked up with all the products. But if you guys are in Sacramento, Manteca, or Fairfield, stop into one of the Fisherman's Warehouse stores. We got a huge selection of everything. They got Yamamoto baits in there, so go buy a couple packs of those. And thank you guys for letting me have work off, by the way, but I'll be back tomorrow, so I'll see you guys then.
Luke Johns, your new leader, sir.
Thank you.
Grab that hot seat. Let's see where we end up. Travis, you ready? Next up, Mr. Keegan Graves, 20.51 coming into today. Again, had a 6.23. I went ahead and gave him his plaque yesterday because he was borderline making the cut. We didn't know at the time. Keegan a long way from home, but fishes with us when he can. Great angler. Hopefully have a little spending money and come back and fish at Clear Lake. He didn't have that big bite today. What do we need to take the lead? 8:44? Let's see what we got. Keegan, 8:44 to take the lead, my friend. Oh, did you see that? 8:43. Is that a tie? I believe that's a tie for first right now.
I'll take it for now.
I mean, I might have to have another chair up here, man. Can you share over here? We're going to do that?
It's getting cold.
Let me hand your feet off. Tell these folks about most of these people will never catch a 6-pound spotted bass in their life. That's a rarity. Alex caught an 8-pounder a few years ago, like we were talking about. But tell these folks about your week.
Yeah, well, I've been coming down here to Shasta, specifically the Wild West. I think most every year they've been here, and that whatever it was, 6 1/4 I caught yesterday was obviously a lot of fun. It also felt like a little bit of revenge. It was 2 years ago I was up here throwing the same bait, a little bit different area, and that same quality of fish nipped at it at the boat and didn't get in. And so I instantly thought of that fish when I caught the good one yesterday, and man, it was a lot of fun. I knew. So we have this tradition at the house I stay at with the guys that I travel with, and anytime it's a Airbnb here, they have a outdoor swimming pool that's not heated. And so if you make a top 10, you have to cannonball. So I knew when I landed that fish the other day, it was a good chance I was going to have to cannonball into that pool. But I did that, and I had a great time. Just happy to be here and make another top 10. That's it. Appreciate it.
You got room? There's a second seat, man. Y'all can buddy up over there.
You better let me thank my wife and kids. I got a beautiful wife at home that takes good care of me, and 4 beautiful kids. We'll see you soon tomorrow.
Thank you, sir. Great job, man. We got co-leaders right now, I believe. We do. We can split that trophy, man. We hadn't had to do that yet, but we have a fish off. A little night derby. That'd be good, huh? All right. Next up, 20.72 coming in, Mr. Glenn Lockhart. Got several nicknames for Glenn around here. Great angler here. These gentlemen had a great year on our team series as well last year. That was his biggest in the left hand. I don't know if he's happy with his catch today for Glenn. 3? No way. No way. Glenn, that's tough today, sir. 3 going to go 4.97, sir. 4.97. Let's give him a round of applause. Not what you wanted today. Why'd it get so tough on you, sir? But tell these folks about your last 3 days.
Well, I'd like to thank Wild West. They put on a great tournament. One of the best ones. It is the best one, period. Last 3 days, first day, we had 10 pounds. Caught a lot of fish. Fish with Jay Gooderding. I'm also known as the Wizard, I guess. And but we had a good time. Fished with Casey the next day. Also had a good time. Got another 10 pounds. Today was a struggle. I mean, I fished with Thaddeus. Thank God he got a limit. I struggled. I had one good fish. It just couldn't put nothing together. The bite wasn't the same. I was up there with Nick and everybody else at the end of the McLeod, right, Nick? And anyway, I'd like to thank my wife and daughter for showing up. Give a shout out to Tanner and JoJo and the fishing family. Doyle, Cody, the whole 9 yards, the whole group up here. They treat everybody good. So that's it. And thank Social Security.
Great job, though, nonetheless, man. Thank you, my friend. Social Security, Mr. Lockhart. All right. Next angler up, Mr. Joe Uribe Jr. Joe fishes for Bridgeford Foods, one of our title sponsors. Glad to have Joe back out healthy again, fishing very good. Made many top 10s in his career. Got a limit today? 4. Man, that's tough bite. Really, when you see this, what do we need to take the lead? 779, sir. 779, Joe. Little short. Going to go 612 today, sir. Let's give him a round of applause. 612. Joe, I'm going to give you the microphone. I know you got a lot to say, sir.
Yeah, just, excited to make another top 10 and, keeping it rolling. We drove, Amy and I and Blake drove up here. It took us about 15 hours to come from Phoenix, come up here, and we only got 1 day of practice. And by 9 o'clock on my only day of practice, I already knew what I was going to do. And, obviously I didn't get the same email that everybody else got and went up the end of the McLeod, so to speak. But I went the opposite direction and did my own thing. I had no company at all. fished, just did my thing. I threw a swim bait the entire time, one rod, one bait. That's all I did. I swung for it. Day one, I got the bites, just not the quality. Day two, the better one set up and caught them obviously pretty good yesterday. And today was just one of those days. I had a lot of unfortunate missed opportunities. Some fish didn't commit to it. I can't help that. Some of them committed, got it, and I just didn't fish clean. And that's, to win these events, you got to fish clean. I got the bites. I was very, happy with what I found and, did my own little thing. All my fish came from 0 to 5 foot of water on a 7-inch swim bait. And, but just being real precise where I place the bait and how I fish it and just style I do. So I had a lot of fun doing that. I appreciate all my co-anglers, including John Myers today for allowing me to do what I needed to do today. And he understood after watching what I was doing is the mentality I have and how focused I was out on the water. So thanks, John, for that. Other than that, I'd like to thank obviously my great sponsors, Bridgeford Foods, my title sponsor, Vexus Boats and Mercury Marine. And big shout out to Tyrell at Mercury. Thank you guys for coming up here. And, you guys, I've seen a lot of older product out there. You guys need to take advantage and check out that new Mercury 4-stroke Pro XS. Awesome motor. Make sure you guys see your local dealer and give them a shot to either repower or get yourself a new boat. So, and all my other great sponsors as well that support me and my passion for fishing. I want to give another shout out to Tony and Rebecca Zanatelli, obviously for putting us up this week. We have a great time hanging out with them. It's a lot of fun. So thank you guys again for that. Obviously my beautiful fiance Amy and Blake for coming up and supporting me and my little rally crew and all my family back home watching and my kids. And other than that, another shout out, you see I've got a next gen hat, lithium. I see a lot of guys, we got, they came on board for Wild West and, this is my first year running lithium batteries. And I'm going to tell you guys something. I have a 36 volt next gen lithium with a stealth charger. And I kid you not, when I first got the battery, they're shipped 50% charge. I've charged my trolling motor battery one time and I've never charged it since. And I'm not kidding. When I run my big motor, my Mercury, that stealth charger is charging my 36 volt lithium, my next gen. I have never charged my trolling motor battery since. So you guys make sure you check them out. See Kevin Johnson. They're based out of Arizona. Awesome warranty, 12-year warranty on those batteries. I can run those batteries for 12 years and never have to worry about it again. So make sure you check them out. But
and Joe, he shared with me too. I believe you're $500 richer
you know
as
what?
well.
I'm happy about that. So thanks again, Kevin, for supporting it and allowing us to have more contingencies. All these sponsors behind us here, they're the reason why we're out here. And not only that is they're giving us opportunities to win extra cash. I mean, I don't know about you, but I can use some extra gas money getting all the way back to Surprise, Arizona. So, but other than that, I want again thanks everybody for coming. Thank you for Wild West and the staff, Jeremy for putting on a great show, and Rick Pierce for having the vision, and Jeremy running with us. So thank you guys all for coming.
Joe Uribe Jr., sir, glad to have you back, my friend. All right, we have 5 anglers left. Next up, Mr. Mark Gomez from 2139. Just about 2.5 pounds out of the leading spot. Sound like you had some boat issues today. We got 5 today, Mark? Good job, sir. Not seeing the big fish today, man. We had a couple earlier. Co-anglers probably fishing slower. What do we need to take the lead? 7:56 to get these guys out of the chairs over here. Mark, I believe. New leader, 783, Mark Gomez. 783, Mark. Give you a microphone. I'm going to take care of your fish. Stand right here in the middle, Mark, and tell everybody about your tough day today.
Thank you, Randy. Yeah, it was tough. First, I want to thank the guys that travel with us. There's 6 of them. Appreciate it. Cuts the cost down for everyone. Thank CNC Marine, Stage Stop, Gun Shop. They helped me out a lot. I want to thank Joey for that. River to Sea Baits, RB Bass. There's a lot of folks that help all of us out. I'm probably forgetting some, but I apologize. Yeah, I had boat trouble today. Trolling motor broke down. I think I broke a cable. Grabbed the remote control, thinking I had it all fixed. You can run them off the remote control. 15 minutes later, that quit and broke. So I was actually manually turning the trolling motor for the rest of the day. Oh, I forgot my biggest supporter. My wife and my grandkids. They allow me to come up here, go out and fish almost every single weekend, and just appreciate it. So thank you, Cindy. First day, I was going up to a spot that we had going. That's where Luke was at as well. Pulled around the corner. He says 8 or 10 boats. No, there was like 15 or 18 boats. You were too far in the back. You didn't see all the ones out in the front. You know, I pulled around the corner, decided, well, there's too many boats. I'm just going to try this bank here. I hadn't fished it. Pulled up there, like third cast, got that 4.5-pound largie. That's what saved it this weekend. But went back there and ended up with 11 something. Went back there day 2. We wrecked them. Fish after fish, we probably caught 30 fish. It was awesome. It came in with 9.5. Went back there today thinking same as Luke that we had it all to ourselves. We're gonna wreck them again, and that did not happen. Especially with the trolling motor getting broken and having to deal with that. But anyway, this is my 3rd top 10 at Shasta. I'm really starting to like Shasta. Too bad it's too far away for me to come up here as often as I'd like. But Shasta is a great fishery, and Phil's bait and tackle. Man, you guys have more bait and tackle than anything in that small little store. But I'm glad you have that tackle for us, and you stay open late when we're around. We really appreciate that. And Mercury Marine, I already told the guy that thank you for coming up and supporting us and keeping us going on the water. Luckily, I didn't need him this weekend, but and thank all of you for coming out and supporting us and checking it out. Thank you.
Mark Gomez, great job, sir. New leader. Great fisherman there. Mark is always a threat to win any event. Next up, the legend here at Lake Shasta, as some people call him, great angler, won last year, defending champion. Mr. Jeff Michaels had 21.94 coming in. Apex Tour angler as well. Another limit. As usual, Jeff had a rough event in our team event 2 weeks ago. Battery issues. He didn't get a chance. What do we need? 729. Jeff, you feel pretty good about that?
Oh, that'll be close.
Let's see what we have here. Jeff, weight today. New leader, 773. 773. Jeff Michaels, here you go, sir.
Yeah, you know, I start out with just thanking everybody. Vexus Boats, the new owners that, as you can see on my jersey, I still got a Redding Yamaha Sea-Doo on there, but it's now California Customs. You guys haven't been in there, you know, great new owner, same great staff. Stop by and check out the Vexus Boats in there. Best boat on the market right now. You know, it wasn't too bad in Shasta, but last week I was in Clear Lake in 4-footers, and you'll really appreciate that Vexus when you get it into 4-footers. It's, you know, people ask me all the time, how's that thing ride? And I said, you know, I've owned other boats, and when I got out of those, my back hurt. I get out of this Vexus, and, you know, I can stand up straight and the back doesn't hurt. Frenzy Baits, Greg Gutierrez makes the best shaky head around. Phil's propeller. Phil's right there. Phil Masueda. Thank you very much, Phil, for all the support. You know, Phil does so much for the local community and bring these bass tournaments here. I'm going to put you on the spot, Phil. Just a big hand, big round of applause for Phil. Yeah, without Phil, we probably wouldn't have these here. Boy, I'm going to miss a couple. My manager, Tracy, is going to yell at me. Oh, boy. So, you know, I was up there with Cody, Nick, Glenn, and myself. And the first day we had about 8 people, so we had 4 friends plus the 4 of us. Yesterday we had about 20 additional friends. So it got really crowded, and it just got beat up. And so I went back up there today. It was slow. There's one really special spot up there, and Nick's got it, and he deserves to have it. And even if I could have caught him and passed him, I wouldn't have taken that spot from him. He did the same for me last year, and I really appreciate it. So there was no way I was gonna try to push him out of there. So with that, I knew Nick was going to have a good bag today, at least 10. I was thinking probably 12. The fish I had the first day, some bait went up on the bank, and I just wrecked them. I culled the boat in about a half an hour, and it just didn't look like the conditions were going to do that for me today. So I didn't want to leave, but I felt I had to because I wasn't going to get 14 up there, and I knew that. So I ran. I had some spots in the McLeod. That's where we all were, huh, Nick? Sorry. But I ran up to McLeod, and it just didn't work out for me. The water had changed a little conditions. The wind kind of blew some cold water down onto my spot, and they just weren't there. So I just did what I had to do, and I'm going to sit in the hot seat for about 1 minute, and then I'm going to go to the crowd. Again, for everyone that's watching, thank you very much. Thank my mom, Tracy's mom and dad, my Uncle Bobby for coming down and watching. It's always nice having the family here. And we'll try again next year because we're not going to get it done this year.
You got your seat, though. Jeff Michaels, everybody. Great champion, no. All right. 3 more anglers left to weigh. Next up, Mr. Philip Garcia, 2249. Got 5? We do have 5. Fish shrunk today. Didn't have many 2-pounders, did we, today, Jeff? They all got relieved. What do we need to take the lead? Philip needs 719, my friend. Let's see what we have. Just a little short. 662, sir. 662. You had a great event nonetheless. Let me give you the microphone here and tell everybody how your week went, man. Stand right here in the middle for me.
My week went real good. I have one spot that about everybody knows about now because they drive by me. And
you had one spot, you mean?
Yeah, I had one spot. It's been producing for the last month, and it just keeps reloading. And it was too worn out today, and had to bounce around and do some other stuff, and had a good time, and it was a lot of fun, and just been I'm worn out. It's been fun. The lake's really, really tough, and even when you do hook fish, half of them come off. And
is that because they're just biting funny, or they're just following the bait a lot?
Funny. When you actually do get them in the boat, the hook just falls out. It's been a great time. The weather was absolutely gorgeous and a lot of fun. And my team partner Roy, he did good, so it was a good weekend.
How'd you catch your fish, man? Give him a secret baits.
I caught my fish on swim baits and a Fatty Z. I was throwing Kitex, but I was throwing a little bigger ones. I noticed some of the bait was a little bigger, so I was throwing 4.3s and that size. And just dragging it slow on the bottom, and they'll pick it up.
Lose a fish today at all? Anything that would have helped you?
I don't think so. I don't think I lost a fish today. You got to catch them to lose them, and I didn't even hook anything good. It was really, really tough.
You had a good week. Anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, my wife and kids. They're probably not watching, but maybe. And
they know you got money coming. They might be watching.
Yeah. Oh, and my buddy Joe Stout, he fished it and roomed with us and had a good time hanging out and stuff. We brought him along this year to travel with us and fish, and had a good time and just hanging out.
Great week nonetheless. Let's give him another round of applause, Mr. Philip Garcia, sir. Thank you, my friend. Jeff, we got 2 more, sir.
Hey, Randy, let me say one
thing.
Yeah. Hey, I forgot to mention the bait. So I was throwing what everyone else was throwing up there, Kitex, and that shallow bait I was using, I was putting it on a 3/4 ounce head, and it's made by Shasta Bass Baits. It's a new one Trevor's pouring. It's a 5-inch bait, and there was monster shad up there, 5 to 6 inch shad, and that was imitating them really well when those big bait got pushed up on the bank. So yeah, give Shasta Bass Baits a look. The guy's getting to be an artist. He's really it's amazing what he can do with those hand poured baits.
Got it. All right. On to our next to last angler. Needs no introduction. Mr. Cody Meyer had $22.99. Cody, glad to have him here. He's about to hit the road, going a long ways. Hope he can fish some more with us this year. I always support our Wild West when he's home. Cody, former California resident, moved to north. We got 5. What kind of weight do we need? Cody, we got 669 in that bag. I believe we do. Let's see.
Yeah, I think we do.
Nice job, Cody. 1067, new leader, 1067. Cody, I'm going to give you this microphone. I know, man, great speaker. And tell everybody about your week, my friend.
Hey, first of all, I think Glenn Lockhart, the man, he might have the best sponsor, Social Security. Right, Glenn? Hey, that was a good laugh. But no, hey, honestly, I love coming here. Shasta, you guys have an amazing lake. This is a lake for me. I live in Idaho now, but I was born and raised in Northern California. Grew up fishing Lake Oroville. Love catching spotted bass. I only get to come here 6-7 days a year now. So definitely cherish everyone. But what a week. Hey, Nick Woods, he's coming up next. I know he's been catching them. He's the man this week. But I am super stoked. You know, to average 10 pounds plus a day right now is really tough. And just had a great time. It is always so cool. I'm literally taking off right when we're done weighing in to go to Monroe, Louisiana to start Major League Fishing Bass Pro Tour. So I'm just, I'm actually kind of bummed because I'm like, gosh, I got 35 hours to drive and no more spotted bass. We get to go bang our boat on some stumps. So yeah, we'll do that. But you know what? Thanks to all my sponsors, you know, just amazing. Love coming here. Wild West, I've only done 2 Wild West Pro-Ams. You guys do an amazing job. You know, you guys really do. The numbers are incredible. I've fished the teams the last couple years. I really wish and hope someday I can fish the whole circuit because I love to do it. But you guys are great. And hats off to Lake Shasta. Place is awesome.
Cody, grab a hot seat, my friend. Glad to have you here. You notice Cody's going to Louisiana. I guess you got to throw all your spinning rods away because I know you won't be using them next week. So hold on just a second. This one, he's good right now. I'm going to do one thing before we crown a champion here. Need some help with this heavy trophy. If I can get Mr. Phil Mitswaiter. Phil, come up here and help me with this trophy, my friend. We're going to hand it to one of these gentlemen here. I know they'd love to have you here. If you can step up on this side, we'll help you up here. Phil, like he said, great supporter here of all our anglers here in the West. Yep. Stand right there for me, Miss Waiter there. There we go. All right, now we're ready to go. Mr. Nick Wood, talked to him earlier. We got 5. We got 2? Yeah, let's grab 2. Let's grab 2. I thought you told me I only had 2. We'll get pictures one more time here. Ah, that's a pretty fish. Let's weigh that big one just so we can weigh it, man. We know what that big fish is. Yep. Let me see what that one is, Nick, so we know that may have won a lot of money for you. 441 on that spotted bass. 441. Tell me what kind of weight we need to crown a new champion here. Hold on just a minute. The Super Clean Showdown here. 955. Is that what I heard? Nick, looking pretty good, sir. We got 5. You've been due, my friend. I'd have told you that before. 2 days you couldn't finish the deal. It looks good.
Yeah, eventually it was going to happen. If I keep beating at it, I figured I'd get one of these days I'd win one, but we'll see.
955 to win? Put them on the scales. Let's see if we got a champion here. Super Clean Showdown here at Lake Shasta. And I believe we do. Biggest bag today, $11.94. $11.94, your champion. Thank you, sir. $36.06 total weight, 3 days. There you go. If You can hold that in high, Nick. That's got a great logo on the bottom I'm kind of proud of. That one's tough to do, but you get a little strength on it. Tilt it. There you go. Nick. Awesome. Your champion again, Mr. Nick Woods. Super Clean Showdown here. Seat there, Phil. You can set that down, man. That's a good problem to have. Too heavy, right? Be easy with that trophy. Nick, I'm going to give you the mic one more time, my friend. You're a champion. Been a while, but you got it done.
Yeah. Yeah, this is awesome. Yeah, it's, yes. I'd like to thank my wife. My wife and I didn't get to thank Justin Gordon, my team partner. He's he helped me through the week, and yeah, it's been I've been wanting to win one of these for a long, long time. A lot of hours and being gone, and it's yeah, getting the W is good, but there's so many people I want to thank, sponsors and Wild West and everybody that if I'm sure I'm missing everybody, but I apologize. But yeah, I'm just at 2:30 I caught that big one, and I really felt like I got it done, and it's just I can't even talk right now. I'm super excited.
That's a good problem to have, man. That'll be the first of many though for you.
I hope. So again, thank you everybody. I really appreciate everybody, the support and the texting, and it means a lot to me.
Mr. Nick Wood, your Super Clean Showdown winner. He'll talk a little bit later. We'll find out. David Brown, writer, we'll interview him, find out. Folks, I want to thank you for coming out to our weigh-in this afternoon. Thank you, Phil, for all you do, my friend. We appreciate the support. If I can get, thank you, buddy. I'm proud for you, man. If I can get second and third up here, please. Stay right here, Nick. Let's get a picture. Who's second, my friend? What's second place? Hey, Thomas. Cody Meyer, need a picture with you, sir. Second place. Third place is Jeff Michaels. Yes. Nick, 3606. 3366 for Cody. And Jeff Michaels, 2967. Top three. And I want to thank, before we sign off here at home, thank you for watching, everybody outside. We appreciate it here. Thanks to all the sponsors here. Bridge Bay hosting. Super Clean. Thank you all our sponsors here. Hope you'll tune in. Our next event is a couple weeks. Kayak event next weekend. Be sure and check our social media, and love for you to come join us. Everybody be safe going home. Thank you for watching.